the little contradictions in the Bible. All of these can be explained in some way, right? But after a while, these pile up in my brain.
Okay, so you found things that seemed like contradictions, and then you read up on them, you found, oh, this is not necessarily a contradiction. And each one's not necessarily a contradiction, but when you have so many, it creates like this cumulative case where, no, now this does kind of create a situation where I'm less likely to believe because there's so many of these things. But this falls prey to what's called the leaky buckets objection. And that is to say, if you have one bucket that's got a small hole in it, and you say, okay, I get that this bucket looks impressive when I first put water in it, but that it's got a leak and it doesn't hold water, meaning it's not really a contradiction. So it doesn't really hold water, what I thought was a contradiction. But now there are so many other buckets, and yes, there's a hole in the bottom of each of these buckets, but there's so many leaky buckets that now putting them all together, they hold water. Well, no. If these contradictions can be explained such that they're not contradictions, then you have a leaky bucket, and having a bunch of leaky buckets doesn't hold any more water than if you have one leaky bucket.